lovely beauties. Happy Saturday morning. Today is Saturday, September the 21st, and I came outside to sit on my patio for just a little bit. Of course, I'm not going to be out here long because mosquitoes are out because we had our little rain. But it's a beautiful morning this morning, and I'm feeling very, very blessed. Look at my weeping willow tree, y'all. I absolutely love this tree. I'm gonna miss this when I move. Like I love this tree, and I'm like, how do I take this tree with me? I can't. It's impossible. When I got this tree, it was like literally the size of like a person's leg as far as the tree trunk, and it's a skinny little thing. We had to hold it up with rope, and look at it now. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous, and it just, look at that. It's just so pretty. It just reminds me of my hometown growing up at going to my grandmother's house, because me and my cousin Kinky would play under that weeping willow tree every day because grandma was our babysitter. So yeah, memories. And then this little thing right here, I love this patio set that I have to take with me. I need to have a patio. I don't want a big patio, but I'm hoping to have a little bitty patio so that I can at least have some place that I can enjoy the outdoors just a little bit. That's the tree over there that when we had that really bad storm, I think I vlogged about it or something, and he's zoomed you guys in. They're still working on trying to get it all removed. Of course, you know, I told you all that we no longer have a active golf course, so as you can see, it's no longer the pretty place when I hold my camera up and I used to film and show you how pretty and green everything was, and now it's brown and it just looks horrible. So, you know, it's like, oh, what happened to all the beauty? So, and then I have this furniture. What would I do with this furniture? Don't know that I would have a patio this big. I know I won't. What am I gonna do? Oh no. Okay, my lovely beauties, how we doing? How we feeling? I am in my car at Starbucks, and I am trying to get to the bottom of how to order my coffee, because this girl just told me something totally different, and I'm just like, okay, I just want an iced coffee with pumpkin spice. I don't understand. It is aching, so she's making me stress, y'all. I have the worst headache ever. Like, it's like serious. Like, it's like all this pressure, and it's like super cloudy here today, and it like sprinkled rain for just a sec, and so yeah. All right, my lovely beauty. So I just pulled into TJ Maxx, and I just dropped Emma off for her third maintenance session since I've had her, and this is the one that I have to pay for myself. Ouch. This is when having a luxury car, I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, why did I want a luxury car? I should have had like a cheaper car. But then I think, you know what? I get my oil change every 10,000 miles, I think it is. And so it's $119, which isn't really bad, honestly, if I was just getting the oil change. However, I'm at the 40,000 mile maintenance, whatever you want to call it, situation. And honestly, I've needed my front end aligned forever, for a long while now. There were so many promises to get my front end aligned, and so I thought it was going to be done before now, but those promises never actually came through. And honestly, I know the difference. Like, when I drove the loaner the last time, it was so much easier to drive than my car. And that's when I was like, okay, they're not lying about this front end alignment thing. Because my car, like, when I drive it, like, I'm like forcing it, like I'm, whereas when I get in this car per se, it's smooth. It's so easy to drive and turn. So I really know I need my front end alignment. I wish, I should have had it done, and I know I should. Basically, what I'm saying is I'm griping right now. I need to do my front end alignment, and I need to do the other maintenance, which would total up to like $800 and some dollars. Well, I don't have $800 and some dollars, so I'm breaking it up. So today I'm getting my oil changed, and I'm getting my front end alignment, and then maybe in a couple paychecks I'm going to do the other stuff. Piece by piece. I'm going to kind of like spread it out, piece it out, and yeah, I'm going to make it work. But My mom always said, when you need something done, girl, you just need to do it yourself. Don't be relying on people, because they will let you down every single time. And you know what? Emma was right. That woman spoke words of wisdom all the time, you know. And so anyway, basically, I was thinking as I was pulling away from the dealership, you know, so much has happened to me over the last couple of years, you know. I always wanted a luxury car, and I told myself when I turned 50 I was going to get this luxury car of my dreams, which was the Toyota 4Runner, as you all know, and that did not play out. And then, you know, God spoke to me and reminded me of something that I asked him for many, many years ago, which was I asked him for a Volvo. And so he blessed me to be able to get a Volvo, and I'm not complaining. This is where I have to say, God, I know you know best, but I have to be me and verbalize my feelings and my concern, because you asked that we be ourselves, and you created me, so you know how I am. And I'm like, you know, I need things, and I know I need things. I'm just a little bit, you know, I'm a little bit worried, because I'm like, you know, I went out on a limb and I bought that Volvo, and I lost my job. And then I was on unemployment, and then I realized that I did not want to go back to my old career field, and I took a new career, and I absolutely love my career, but the pay sucks. And so I know that there will be a way provided for me. I just got to keep having faith. But you know, like when I'm looking at, I need this maintenance done to my car, and I'm like, you know, it really sucks that so much falls in my lap, like, you know. But it's okay. I'm gonna piece it out, speaking out loud, and you guys get to listen, because you know, this is how when I verbalize myself to God, this is what I usually do. I just don't have the camera on, but I'm like, okay, God, you got to provide a way here, because this is when I get really scared, and I think you know, have I made the worst decision of my life? And then I think about, and I could get very emotional right now. I think about how happy I am now versus how unhappy I was in my career. How like I had gotten to the point that going to work every day was just, I was so unhappy, and I was so tired, and I wanted a change, and I'm so happy that I did get the change. So I'm not, I know this is a blessing, I know it is, but I get really nervous when I think about like the upkeep of my car. Like it's a luxury vehicle, and I'm all alone in this world, you know. I gotta do, you know, so I don't know, y'all. Okay, let's just stop this right now. Okay, hold up. Okay, so let's talk about this drink, y'all. See, this has been an interesting vlog. I did finally get my iced coffee, extra shot of espresso with pumpkin spice and cream. The girl explained to me how to order it, which is how I ordered it, but the girl just gave me a latte, and I told her, I said, I don't understand, when I say an extra shot, why would they make that a latte? Like, can't you have a coffee with an extra shot? I've always ordered my coffees with an extra shot, and they've never like got confused. I got it all fixed now in my head. I think I know how to order my drink. This is a little bit sweet though. And I'm thinking that they put some of the sweetener in it, even though I asked for them to not, because it's a little bit sweet. But at the same time, it's really good. So anyway, I'm gonna walk inside of TJ Maxx and do a little retail therapy. It's okay. This is me being me, and this is my real life, and this is the real complications of a woman in her 50s out here struggling in the world trying to make it. But I like the Nissan though.
I want the gas mileage. I need something new and technology stuff and space and the price. I think the price is really good because I looked at the Hondas. That CRV is too small.
Yeah.
And the RAV4 is too small.
Yeah. Oh, and see, I looked at the RAV4 and I was like, no.
Did you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I looked, because I was going to go the 4Runner, and then I didn't go to 4Runner because I couldn't afford the 4Runner. And then I was looking at the rest.
I'm trying not to go thirst.
And for that type of vehicle, I got a good price because they were in their 40s everywhere else that I had looked at, and so I mean, you know, but they were, you know, had good deals going, and they brought mine in from Houston. So.
And see, you know what? I would go to Houston. I was leaving Dallas. I was telling my niece I saw something up there in Dallas. I was like, yeah, my car's in Dallas. I wasn't even looking for a car. It was that little kind of grayish Mercedes. It was a gray green. It was such a good deal. And sometimes Houston or Dallas you can find those are big cities too. But see, I say used only because I did see something that was 3,000 miles, which was a dealer car.
Right.
So
Now those deals are pretty good if you get a dealer vehicle because that vehicle hasn't really been on the road. It's just been.
And I saw one in Birmingham, but it was an S.
But see, I don't think you need to go down. You need to keep your luxury looks, like your leather and your.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
So I know what I'm gonna do. I'll see, because I haven't driven it.
I love when we went to Virginia. We rented a Nissan. We had the Nissan, and girl, I loved it. I mean, I really did, and I was so close. I was so close to just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna get me a Nissan, that Rogue.
You going back? What? You didn't get the stuff out? Oh, you.
So I am back in the car all alone again. I was just hanging out with my friend Charlotte for a little bit. We have not really hung out in so very long. And it was really nice. She treated me to lunch today, which thank you, Charlotte, so much. You are so kind. I didn't anticipate you treating me for lunch today, but you did, and I'm so appreciative. We went and looked at cars, hence a little video that you guys got to witness there. Of course, you could see my face and not hers because out of respect, I did not show her face on camera. But she is thinking of downsizing from her Mercedes into something a little bit more cost efficient, less on the maintenance, all that fun stuff. So we were looking and test drove the Nissan Rogue, and y'all, I'm impressed with that ride. I've always told y'all that though. I think I mentioned to that when I a rental a while back, and I really, really like that car. So super comfortable ride all the way to the East Coast. Like I you know, it was a beautiful ride and enjoyed the heck out of that vehicle. So yeah, so anyway, that's something that she's looking at. Like I said, it was just good to catch up on life and just sharing things that we've gone through, and you know, it was just awesome. And then an update on my vehicle. Y'all, I wanted to share with you all that God is so good, because I had a little moment with you all while I was at TJ Maxx when I was just trying to come to the realization of, you know, like the maintenance that's due on my vehicle, just the fear factor of where I am with having a more high-end vehicle. And I am pleased to say, I am so pleased to say that the maintenance went a lot better than I had anticipated. So I'm going to share this with you all as a lesson to you all. When you go to dealerships, now I don't know if this works on other, like, you know, how it works with other dealerships, because, you know, everybody out there to try to make a dollar, but I'm going to give kudos, big time kudos to the Volvo dealer on 410 in San Antonio for being completely honest with me about my maintenance. So theoretically, my maintenance was going to cost me right at $700 to do my 40,000 mile maintenance. And then I was going to have to pay another $200 because I needed my front end aligned. So I made the choice today to do my front end alignment and do the oil change, because I knew that my front end needed to be aligned. And as I shared with you all, it's something that should have been done a while back and it didn't get done. And so my own fault, because I should have handled it myself. That's neither now. What's that? How you say neither there now? Or what's that saying? Neither there or now or there, or whatever. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Getting back to what I was trying to tell y'all. Y'all know I've been getting off on these side conversations. So anyway, basically, bottom line is, I am so glad I opted to do the tire rotation, because as it turned out, I did not need my filters changed. My filters were actually in great shape. Just a lesson to be learned is that whenever your cars are coming up on maintenance, and maybe, you know, luxury cars are different. I don't know, because this is my first time ever having a luxury car, so to speak. But I'm so thankful that I didn't do the filter thingies, because as it turned out, I didn't need them. And so my filters were all in great shape, meaning I don't have to worry about that at all right now. And so I would have paid to have it done and not need it. So when they do the oil change, they do the full check of the car, and by them doing that, we came to the conclusion, you know, they noticed that I didn't need these things. So that was good. So I don't have to pay for something I don't need. That's a great thing. So the only thing I have to pay for now is my tire rotation, and I need some kind of flush thing done to my oil, but that's not even at mercy right now. Like, I'm actually okay, like it's not registering that it needs to be done, but it's something that I don't want to wait too long for. So my thought process is that I'm going to go ahead, maybe like on my next paycheck, is get my rotation done on my tires, and which they really, I know I probably should have had it done today. So I'm going to, you know, really, I just didn't have the money to do it today. So my goal is to have my tires rotated, hopefully within the next few weeks. And then I'm going to be rolling in good shape for a while, because I need to reserve these tires, because I need them to last me just a little bit longer, because that's going to be my next big thing. I'm going to have tires. I know that eventually. So God willing, I'm going to be able to get my tire, get the rotation done, which is going to cost me $100. And then I'll need to spend another $200 on that oil thingy, whatever that, the oil flush, I think is what it's called. But anyway, but I got a little bit of time. So the moral of the story is, thank God I didn't rush in there trying to pay, you know, like I didn't have it anyway, but at least God, you know, intervened and had me to change my mind and decide to do the rotation at the last minute versus doing the filter thing, because I didn't even need the filter thing. So see, God worked it out, and I was stressing out. But that's why I say, you know, I'm a firm believer that God, in His own time, y'all, He will make everything all right. So feeling very hello, my lovely beauties. How we doing? How we feeling? Happy Sunday to you all. Today is Sunday, September the 22nd. I believe it's the 22nd. Friday was the 20th. Yeah, the 22nd. Like, I can't even keep up with my days anymore. I am headed to Starbucks right now. It's like 5 o'clock in the evening, and I've been just doing all kinds of stuff today that was very uneventful. I haven't really accomplished anything. I did do some folding of some laundry, but my main thing was to get my hair washed and all that good stuff. So I did that today, and I just actually finished it. So it's pretty wet right now still. So if I look a little bit like a wet poodle, that's why. And I just got out of the shower, obviously, from washing my hair, and I literally just threw on my oversized shirts that I like to wear for comfort, and I'm headed to Starbucks because I decided that I want myself an iced coffee. So I need something to soothe my soul, and I think an iced coffee is definitely going to do the trick. It's such a beautiful day today. I just checked my the temperature, and it said that it was 94, which I guess it's still pretty warm, but at the same time it's not, I don't know, it doesn't feel that warm for some reason. So, but yeah, so I am going to cruise along and get my coffee. As you all know, I kind of like figured out how to order my coffee, so to speak. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, they're building a Pirates Cove right, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all don't know about this, but that was one of my clients that owns that chain, and he's such a sweet guy. Oh my God. He's gonna be like working like, or owning a business right next to me, although he's never there. You know, he has people that works for him, so he's all over the place. Gosh, I wonder how many that makes for him. I want to say that probably makes him, I want to say that might make him 5 or 6 car wash places. And that's one of those places that you can go get your car washed. I think you can pay by the month. I'm not real sure, but I know it's like a $6 car wash every time you get your car washed. But and then of course you can do different levels. But I think he has a monthly rate too. I don't know. I need to ask him or like look online, I guess. But yeah, he's one of my clients, and I mean, he is such a cool guy. Like, I wonder did him and his wife have a baby yet? The last time I talked to him, he and his wife were going to plan to have a baby, and I was so excited for him. I've just kind of watched him evolve. Like, you know, he was that business owner, striving, working hard every day, and then came in one day and said he was getting married, or he got married actually, and I was like, okay, I didn't even know you were dating. But yeah, so yeah, that just makes me happy because there's one right next to my house, like literally right outside of my subdivision. That's exciting for him. I just didn't know he was even trying to build one over in this area, but smart move because our little area is about to go booming. Well, it's slightly going booming, so I mean, it's definitely a smart move on his behalf. My lovelies, so I just left Starbucks, and for purposes of just trying to figure out exactly what the difference is in taste, I decided to actually order a pumpkin spice latte this time, whereas now I do know how I need to order my drink in order to actually get what it is that I want. And also a little word to the wise, the other one is cheaper. So typically like an iced coffee with pumpkin spice and a shot of espresso, no classic, and cream. That is actually cheaper than the pumpkin spice latte extra shot with no whip. Now, as far as the taste, I will say that the latte tends to taste a little bit more rich, I think. But I did order it with an extra shot of espresso, so it does calm it down a little bit. When I first sipped it though, I felt like, oh my God, it was like syrup almost. But then when I stirred it up really good, I was able to mix that shot, the mixture of that shot with it. So it did kind of calm down the sweetness a little bit, because I'm not really big on things that taste really, really rich. But I am really liking the cold pumpkin spiciness thing that I got going on here. I am aware of how much they cost, so I do try to be very careful as to how much I spend on them. Yeah, this one, you know, it's like every time I sip it, I'm trying to figure out what it is that I taste more so than, you know, like what I'm just trying to determine what it is, the taste that I'm really getting. And this one it's a little bit richer. I'll just actually basically stick to just ordering it as an iced coffee with the pumpkin spice in it, because it's cheaper and it pretty much tastes the same. If not, I actually think it might taste a tad bit better. So anyway, I am going to continue to sip on my pumpkin spice iced latte as I make my drive home. And once I get home, I'm going to figure out what it is I'm going to wear to work tomorrow. Anyway, that is all I have going on this evening. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, I ask that you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And to all of my first-time watchers, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to my channel and ask that you stick around for a while. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you.